Following up from my previous video, this time I'll explore some of the lessons I learned from what didn't go as smoothly as it could have in a recent workshop I ran with Jules Blundell from Video Buzz. Firstly, to give some perspective, the workshops were very successful. We had plenty of 4 and 5 star reviews out of 5, but we also realised there were some things that could be improved upon. We ran the first workshop in Sydney and the second one was 2 days later in Melbourne. Now here's 5 learnings that I've got from that. 1. Having them so close together actually put some extra pressure on us. We also had our clients and jobs that needed attention, so we were scrambling to look after them while also conducting the workshops. And the next time around in October, we've spread them out so they're a week apart. This will allow us to deliver a greater workshop without neglecting our much loved clients. 2. As the Sydney workshop was the first one, we didn't know how it would play out. We hoped we had enough content for the full day, but as a backup, we knew we could show off some online resources if we had the time. There was a Wi-Fi network we could log into at the venue, and I knew I could get pretty fast beats from my mobile hotspot on my phone if we had to use that. We did end up needing to go online in the afternoon, but unfortunately the internet connection from both the venue and my phone was painfully slow. It kind of sucked. It was frustrating for us and no doubt for the attendees as well. So it's really important you don't rely on an internet connection. Screen capture your content if you need to show how the online world plays. If you must go online, be prepared for it not to work. Had we not done another workshop, we probably would have felt flat because it wasn't a great end to the first day. Although the Sydney attendees were quite happy, both Jules and I knew we could do better. And so we, and by we I mostly mean Jules, spent the next day reworking the content, ensuring everything was captured and offline, and also incorporating some more time for hands-on involvement in the second half of the day. This was a much more satisfying experience for Jules and me and our attendees. So my key learning from this is plan ahead, but also be prepared for the need for a fully offline presentation. And also, if the first one doesn't go perfectly, well, that's to be expected. It's the first one. And what was great from this experience was that we were able to very quickly improve the process. 3. While we were happy with the turnout we had for the workshops, we weren't filled to capacity. Financially we were ahead, but obviously the more in the room the better. To rectify this for the next series of workshops, we're partnering with businesses who have the same target audience and see these workshops as a value add for their client base. We're developing a more structured marketing campaign in collaboration with them. In our first series, we kind of just figured our partners would promote the course. We needed to give them marketing assets such as flyers and postcards and electronic resources and discuss the campaign in more detail. Now we're going to be doing that this time round. 4. We promoted the course through Facebook and LinkedIn ads, but we really didn't get any registrations through that. So it was a good $1,000 with no return. Now I'm not saying those type of ads aren't worth using, but in this case they didn't work for us. And we may look at it again in the future. But what we're looking at now for the next series of courses is focusing more on where the enrolments did come from. So we'll be focusing our efforts in those areas next time. To me it makes more sense that more people in those sectors could be benefiting from learning how to make awesome videos. So the broad gunshot marketing strategy was not as successful as a specific targeted approach. And that's how we'll be approaching it next time. 5. We'll also be trying a few webinars to build up engagement as a way of marketing the course. It's important to keep trying new things while also keeping track of what's worked well before and what hasn't. Now in the next video, I'm going to talk about some of the aha moments our attendees had in regards to making videos that people will relate to. In the meantime, please leave comments, ask questions below. I'm not promising I'll have the answer, but I'll be willing to have a stab at it.